Giants fans, pay very close attention to this. A new name has just entered the Giants' head coaching race, and this one comes with deep internal connections, real NFL authority, and a history that could quietly change everything. The New York Giants have officially requested an interview with a coach who has worked with elite organizations, survived multiple regimes, and recently held head coach power at the NFL level. This is not random. This is not coincidence, and this move could signal exactly where Joe Schoen wants to take this franchise next. Because the coach the Giants are targeting right now has a past with the Giants' general manager, has been trusted by Sean Payton, and has already sat in the head coach's chair. And once you hear the full picture, you'll understand why this request is raising eyebrows across the league. Stay with me, because the details behind this move are where everything changes. But before we get into it, if you're a die-hard Giants fan, make sure you're subscribed to Big Blue News. We're your go-to source for daily, engaging content on all things Big Blue. Help us reach our goal of 3,000 subscribers this offseason by hitting that subscribe button now. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the New York Giants have officially requested an interview with Denver Broncos special teams coordinator and assistant head coach Darren Rizzy for their vacant head coaching position. And this is a name Giants fans should not ignore. Darren Rizzy is 55 years old, has been coaching in the NFL since 2009, and brings something extremely important to this search: long-term NFL credibility, leadership experience, and most importantly, a strong personal history with Giants GM Joe Schoen. Rizzy and Schoen worked together for 8 full years with the Miami Dolphins, from 2009 to 2017. During that stretch, Rizzy was building his reputation on the coaching staff, while Schoen was climbing through the front office ranks, from national scout to director of college scouting to director of player personnel. This wasn't a short overlap. This wasn't casual. This was nearly a decade of shared evaluations, shared locker room culture, and shared football vision. And that matters, because when a general manager targets a coach he knows this well, it usually means trust, alignment, and a very specific plan. Rizzy entered the NFL in 2009 with the Miami Dolphins as an assistant special teams coach. Just 1 year later, he was promoted to special teams coordinator. By 2017, he added the title of associate head coach. That's not cosmetic. That title means players listened. That title means front offices trusted him. That title means he was already being groomed for more responsibility. In 2019, when Brian Flores took over in Miami, Rizzy was not retained, and almost immediately, Sean Payton brought him to New Orleans. That alone speaks volumes. He stayed with the Saints even when Dennis Allen became head coach, and in 2022, Rizzy was named assistant head coach. Then, in 2024, everything changed. When Dennis Allen was fired, Darren Rizzy was named the interim head coach of the New Orleans Saints. Let that sink in. He didn't just coordinate. He didn't just advise. He ran an NFL franchise. He commanded the locker room. He handled the pressure. He became the face of the team. That experience puts him in a completely different category. And in 2025, he reunited once again with Sean Payton, this time in Denver, becoming the Broncos' special teams coordinator and assistant head coach. Now, the Giants are calling. This request tells us something very clear. The Giants are not only looking for flashy names, they are seriously evaluating coaches with real leadership authority, coaches who have managed an NFL locker room, coaches who understand organizational structure, coaches who already have front office trust. And Darren Rizzy checks all of those boxes. The Giants have also requested interviews with Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, while other teams, including the Raiders and Ravens, are requesting interviews with Davis Webb, the former Giants quarterback. But Rizzy stands out for one major reason. He is now the 8th former head coach the Giants have shown interest in. 8th. That is not random. That is not experimentation. That is a pattern. It strongly suggests the Giants are prioritizing experience, authority, and crisis-tested leadership. And Rizzy fits that profile perfectly. This move may indicate the Giants are exploring a path that focuses less on hype and more on structure, accountability, and locker room command. A coach who came up through special teams often brings strong discipline, situational mastery, player development across the full roster, and deep respect inside the building. Combine that with assistant head coach titles, an interim head coach stint, and long-standing trust with Joe Schoen, and suddenly, Darren Rizzy becomes much more than just another name. He becomes a serious internal fit candidate, and those are often the ones that surprise the league. Giants fans, here is what makes this moment so important. This is not just about who they interview. This is about what profile they're truly hunting. The Giants are quietly stacking their list with men who have run buildings, commanded locker rooms, and carried franchises through pressure. Darren Rizzy now joins that circle. And when a general manager brings in someone he has known and trusted for nearly a decade, that conversation goes very differently behind closed doors. So the real question becomes, is this just an interview or the early signal of a coaching direction no one saw coming? Because if this process continues on this path, the Giants' next head coach may not be the loudest name. He may be the one who already knows exactly how this league works. And the next update in this coaching search could change everything. Stay locked in.